Hello, everyone. Welcome to Space Zambonie. My name is Alex.
I'm Matt.
Before we even start, I would like to say thank you to everyone who's liked, subbed, and watched our content so far. Thank you for our members, and super special thank you to Burgerito for being a super sponsor. You're dope.
Burgerito.
Today, we have a super duper awesome special guest. We have another Alex.
Hello. Hi, everyone. My name is Alex, a.k.a. also known as Mab. I am the co-owner of MTS Gaming.
So, really quick, why Mab?
So, this is fun. I love this.
Perfect.
So, when I was younger, wee lad in middle school, there was a song by the cool kids called Black Mags. So, I was like, this song is dope. I like the song. I need a new nickname at the time because I'm on Xbox Live going with Mr. Fruit 2.0. So, I was like, I need a new name. Let me change that. So, but me being young and dumb, I thought they said Black Mad, not Black Mags. Even though the song was literally titled Black Mags. So I was like, all right, Black Mab is cool. I like that name. So then I went on with Black Mab. And then everyone kept asking, what does Black Mab mean? I'm like, I don't know. I heard it in the song. And then my closest friend was like, Alex, the song that says Black Mags, right? And I was like, oh, shit.
You're like, yeah, it's a different song. I don't know.
So then around the time I started actually learning about fighting games, start being more part of more of the community, I saw my name and I was like, I kind of want to change it because it's kind of weird to use it, and I was like, I want to make it something more like like fighting game like. So I cut the black part of it out and made MAB into like an acronym rather than like just something separate. So the acronym stands for Marvelous in Black. I play.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I'm a huge Marvel guy, and I'm very, very proud black man. So
Hell yeah, dude.
yeah.
That's awesome. First off, Marvel, people shit on Infinite too much.
I don't
really
understand
like Infinite.
why.
Oh,
I think the
It's
mechanics
awesome.
of Infinite are fantastic.
Yeah.
I like the gameplay. Do I like MVC2? Yeah, of course. Do I like Infinite? Yes. What's your opinion?
So Marvel, like I said, Marvel is very, very impactful thing in my life. I'm not sure you guys know about this in Nassau, but before Dave and Buster's was Dave and Buster's and Westbury was Jillian's.
Yeah.
Well,
Yep.
Of course. Yeah.
In the second row, I remember so bad. In the second row, the whole aisle on the left side, not the left side, you want to build on the right side. You would think that there's nothing really stuff there. There's nothing over there. There's a Marvel 2 cabinet in there, and I played it every single time in Jillian. So Marvel 2 was good for me. Then back when I went to basketball camp, in the gym, for some reason, in the gym of the basketball camp, Marvel vs. Capcom 1 was in there.
Yeah.
So I was
That's
playing it
awesome.
then, and then Marvel 3 came out, was playing it forever, and I'm a very, very big Marvel guy, so when Infinite came out, it looked so bad.
It does.
But the mechanics of the game is so nice.
Yeah, dude. That's an instant key to friendship.
Yeah. I love anyone who can appreciate Infinite,
Dude,
they're
yeah.
my
Oh
boys.
man, just when they added Winter Soldier too, the fact that people didn't appreciate you have a character
Yeah.
that has a blockade.
It's
my
crazy.
God.
That. I would have loved to see that potential in terms of tournaments.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So as consistently with the fighting game part, I was in Justin Wong's in right when COVID hit. He had a Nargo tournament. It was free entry, but it was it was open entry, but I think it was capped at 24. So me and my friend, actually I call him intern for life, Gingy, we joined. He hit me up and was like, "Hey, this tournament's happening. Justin Wong's doing it. Let's go into it."
That's sick.
Dang.
So we jumped into it. The first person I versed was the number 2 ranked player.
Wow,
He plays
jeez.
Winter Soldier, and boy, I got booed. I got banged
Oh my
bad,
God.
and I was because I also, funny enough, my secondary team is Winter Soldier. I played Winter Soldier and Venom. They came out at the same time. But I played the both of them. So, I was like, all right, this is how you're supposed to play Winter Soldier. I need to take notes. So, it's
Dude,
awesome.
oh my god. I love you. Just appreciation for the character alone.
Yeah, oh my God.
All right, so before we talk too much about a bunch of different things, because I know you have a lot to talk about in terms of MTS Gaming and all that stuff, I want to do a really quick icebreaker.
Okay.
Right. So we have 3 rounds. I'm going to tell you guys basically 3 games of these aren't going to be real. One's going to be real. And I want you guys to guess which one is the real game of the 4. Is that fair?
Fair.
They're all fighting games, technically.
Oh.
Because I knew you were into the fighting game community, as am I, so I definitely wanted to focus on that. So First round, round 1. We have 4 different games. Which of these is a real game? Super Drink Brothers, Brawl Nation, Kung Fu Dancing 3, or Fighting Snipers?
I want to go with I think Fighting Snipers is actually a game. I think so. I think I've seen the name before.
Dang.
Matt, what's your guess?
I wish Super Drink Brothers and Kung Fu Dancing 3 were real.
But what's your guess?
My guess is Brawl Nation. If one of those two are real, I want to buy those.
Okay, so would you have guessed Super Drink Brothers?
Wow! Oh my god! I gotta buy this.
It's the game.
It's a good arena fighter? Holy shit, wait a second.
This looks fucking awesome.
So this is Super Drink Brothers.
Wow!
Wait a second.
It's like Fortnite meets Power Stone.
It's like the Naruto games.
Did you say Power Stone?
Yeah.
Talk about that.
Power Stone!
Pause.
Oh my god.
So we gotta talk about Power Stone?
Yeah.
Let's talk about Power
Okay,
Stone.
so that...
Game interruption.
Yes. Sorry, Icebreaker.
Power Stone.
Yes.
I mean, it works with the icebreaker.
Yeah, that's
too.
true.
So, Power Stone, I got into it when I was younger. Listen, fighting has literally been my entire generation of life. In the barbershop that I still go to this day, that's like now, we're in 2021, so now 20 years I've been going to this barbershop.
Wow.
Yeah, same
That's
barber
awesome.
too, for like
Damn.
that long. He's known me since I was like infant.
That's sick.
So, when I was in there, for some reason, like randomly again, they had an arcade cabinet. It was Power Stone. So I'll get my haircut, ask my dad for 50 cents, and play Power Stone.
Power Stone's awesome.
I would kill for a Power Stone port.
Yeah, Power Stone
remake,
3.
Anything.
Anything.
Because
anything.
2 was
I-
amazing.
2 was so good.
I had it
Yeah.
on the Dreamcast.
Yeah.
Oh
So,
my god.
so
Yep.
it was one of the few games that I didn't have the VMU, you know, that old memory
Oh,
card? We
damn.
used it for Sonic and Sonic Adventure 2, so I couldn't use it for Power Stone. So anytime I wanted to do anything in the game, I would have to start from scratch
Damn.
and literally play again.
Oh my god.
I love that game to no end, man.
Oh my
That game
God.
is sick.
Yeah.
The only character name I remember is Falcon and I think Ryoma.
Yeah.
But the one I forgot his name, but he's the only reason why I played because for some reason his Power Stone, like when he got all the gems in the match, he pretty much like a pseudo Super Saiyan. So like he's just in the game. I'm like, all right, I'm a kid playing like this is not Dragon Ball Z, but I'll take this knockoff version of it right now, and I'm just doing spirit bombs in the middle of a match. All right, that's cool. This is why is he in the game like this? So
That's sick, man.
My favorite guy, I think, was Jack. He looked like the mummy. He was like
my
Valdo.
God.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh my god. Can we Capcom.
Yeah, hear us out,
This
please.
is for you now. Capcom, bring back Power Stone to any extent.
Yeah.
I would take a skin in Street Fighter V that was a Power Stone character.
Oh my
oh
god.
my god, they didn't even do that yet either. Sorry for interrupting.
Yeah, just as like a maybe it'll come back. I would take that.
This is like the prime time to even have a Power Stone game with all the way online gaming is and
Yeah,
everything.
that's true.
This would be
Well,
like the
so-
perfect moment.
Oddly enough, when they were making Disney Infinity,
Yeah.
and they were making the Marvel Rumble Pack, which is basically a fighting game for the Marvel characters in Disney Infinity. And when the director of the game said, "We're making this based on Power Stone," I was like, here's my money, here's my money, and here's my money.
Yeah.
I bought every character and variation of character
Wow.
to
Damn.
play in that fucking pack. Back to the game. Okay, round 2. Which of these 4 games is a real fighting game? 1. Dead Man Walking. 2. It's supposed to be Sausage. Sausage Legend. 3. Indigo Team Fight. Or 4. Naughty Dancing 2.
Wow.
Dancing 2. Okay.
I'm gonna go with Sausage Legend.
Ooh. Yeah.
Okay. Matt?
I really want Naughty Dancing 2 to be a game, but I too also have to go with Sausage
Okay.
Legend. That one
So-
sounds pretty legit.
You guys are finding the trend now. Because it actually is
Wow.
Sausage
Whoa.
Legend, an iOS fighting game
What?
Draw your sword.
Oh my god.
where you
Whoa!
play. What is
This looks fucking awesome
Where you
too.
play as sausages exclusively.
I want this game.
Okay.
What the
So that is Sausage Legend. my god. Okay. I don't know if that game's available on the App Store.
He's looking right now.
Yes, it is.
It is?
I'm getting it now.
Okay.
I want to fight sausages.
So this is the final round.
Okay.
Final round of the icebreaker game, which we totally didn't need. We broke the ice before we even started. Okay, so of these 4, keep in mind that Super Drink Brothers was a game. Which of these 4 is a fighting game? 1, Shit Stick. 2, Warriors of War. 3, Clash of the Diamonds. Or 4, Supreme Duelist. Stickman.
I might have to go with Shit Stick on this one.
Okay,
Wow.
okay. Shit Stick, which is a total possibility based on what we've seen. Matt?
I want Shit Stick to be a game. I'm gonna go with Supreme Duelist Stickman.
What's your reasoning?
I don't know. I just feel like stick figures are easy to make a fighting game out of.
Well, guess what, Matt?
Is it Shit Stick?
No,
Is it
I wish it was Shit Stick.
Oh, damn it!
This is a Stick Duelist Stickman.
This looks pretty cool.
Oh my god. I think this must be another mobile game from the look of it.
Yeah.
But it's still, somehow it's considered a fighting game. I mean, I guess it makes sense. How? What?
It gives me like Dick Figures vibes.
It does! You know, animator versus animation, have you seen those?
No.
Yeah. So it'd be like this guy who like draws a little picture and then it would like fight the cursor.
Whoa.
And it would like beat the shit out of the cursor. It was like so cool. But it reminds me of that too.
I remember when addicting games was like little stick figure games.
Oh
too.
my god,
For
yeah.
the longest time when like
those are the
Flash
days.
was like at its peak.
Yeah.
Oh god. Would it Flash just like die recently?
Yeah.
I know.
Really?
I think December. This
that
past
sucked.
December it lost support.
Yeah.
And Shockwave.
That's what Newgrounds used to be the thing, man.
Yeah.
This was the shit.
You'd go to Newgrounds for games and everything.
And funny animations.
And funny animation. Which I would say maybe we'd see later. Oh, by the way, Terminal Montage.
Say wait, what?
Terminal Montage.
Terminal Montage?
The guy who does the animations in terms of like the different like Smash Brothers.
Why have I
like,
seen that name before?
Because your profile picture on.
Oh yes, yes. So I don't. So I never actually got his name before. I went to.
dang.
I was on YouTube doing work at home, and
Yeah.
for some reason it came up. Explain why. Oh, sorry. Explain why. What the mega Pokemon fight explained, and I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, this is like legitimately. Oh, this would be like Pokemon actually fighting each other and actually getting results. And then I watched this explain. I was like halfway through, and I was like, no, let me watch the actual fight first and go back to it. And then I watched it, and I was like, oh my god, I was like, this is so stupid, but it makes sense.
Dude, I wish because I knew you knew the guy in terms of your profile picture and stuff. I was gonna show you like a Smash Brothers video he did too.
Oh.
But he did a few Smash ones which are like.
Oh wait a second, he's the fucking guy behind the fox.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. The dash dance.
Oh my god, that's him. 'Cause I
Oh
just
my
saw
god,
the
what's
animation. I was like, holy shit, it's the same thing.
What's the game? There's a game that it was an indie game, Rivals of Ether.
Oh my god.
They added Smash Brothers accurate Fox and Speedrunner Mario from his stuff, and it has the same art style and moves. So you could literally play. It's sick.
Oh my god.
So the ice has been broken.
Yeah.
Who are you? What do you do? What are you all about?
Okay. Hi again. Hi. Hello. So who am I? I guess who, what, where, when, why.
Yes.
The Who. My name's Alex. Should I do my full name or should I guess Alexander Holcomb? Hello. That's my government. Don't look me up. You find nothing but Twitter post and my Facebook. That's pretty much it. I run MTS Gaming. I've been doing it for we're 21, so 4 years. I started. We started the adventure into esports. What what do we do? We host different type of gaming events. So pretty much we do tournaments alongside with the last 2 or 3 years we've been doing. Actually, I would say 2 or 3 years, but last year doesn't count for anything.
That is correct.
Unfortunately.
Ring the COVID bell.
Oi.
Ding, ding, ding.
Isn't that word like demonetized?
Yeah. Oh my god.
But
That's true.
Stinky, stupid C word.
So yeah, we've been doing stuff with like library events as well, like trying to get the kids in the community involved, and just like pretty much like, hey, this is a sample of what like you could be doing in the future with like, hey, here's a tournament where like, instead of playing with your friend's backyard, just be like, hey, I could beat all my friends in the house. Let me actually take my skills to somewhere else. That's actually really like the true basis of like where I got the idea from, because when I started with gaming competitively, I got traced all the way back to like me in college, like 2012. I'm in my bed watching YouTube videos, trying to learn combos for Marvel vs. Capcom 3 on my PS Vita, nonetheless, because like I didn't have it. I didn't have my Xbox. My brother took it. Thank you, Alonzo, for that. But so from there, I wanted to learn combos, and this video on the side came up like a full It was a 4-hour video.
Wow.
It was the event was called Curly Mustache 4, and it's the weirdest name, but I know why that's the name now.
It's very Marvel.
Yeah, it's very marvelous because Magneto, where's your curly mustache at?
Exactly. Yeah.
So I watched the event and I was like drawn, like instantly drawn to like the skill level, and like I can still name half the people who are still very active in the community too, like Apology Man, Justin Wong, like maybe
Justin Wong's a
Zach
big
Bennett doesn't
name.
play anymore, but like. And like the voices behind the mic, Yipes is like very huge. I met him like twice in my life, and I cried the first time. Like I shook his hand, I walked away afterwards and started crying in the corner. Like it was so like these people, like watching that event made me like I want to play. Like I just don't want to play. I want to verse people. I want to play other people instead of playing computers, because like that's like where the full like that's where it is. And then
Big time.
I came home. And like different fighting games kept coming out and stuff, and like those Mortal Kombat, and like I play with my friends. My friends are not. I love them to death, but like they don't play fighting games. They're not.
Yeah.
So it never gave me that like push to like be better at it. I'm playing against average people.
Yeah.
So then Pokken came out.
Oh.
And I was like really good at Pokken. I was flying through ranked so fast because I was like, all right, this is now like other people I'm thinking I'm good at this game is good, and then I came up with this thought. Oh. Well, that curly mustache event must be one thing. There must be other stuff that's happening. So I Google search fighting game tournaments. Nothing. I got no results. Then I went on to this page called Event Hubs, because we used to use that.
Oh my god! I love event.
Yeah. Oh my god. Low key, high key. They're also the result.
Oh my
of this
god!
Too.
Yeah, they're
Event
awesome.
Hubs had tournament listings for different places. And 2 weeks before, this is before like I had like bills and stuff. I was a young lad, so 2 weeks before I figured out this event called Defend the North. So I signed up for Defend the North. I found it on Facebook. There's like 600, not like 200 people, like 600 people in there. So I was like, oh, there's a bunch of people that do this, that do the same exact stuff. So I convinced my friend to drive me there, because I didn't drive at the time.
Yeah.
And then from there, I went to the event. I played my first match, and my worst thing about it was my very first match ever was on stream. So like my very first tournament match ever was on stream.
Man, that is oof.
Oh, versus the #1 Gengar in America. So
Oh my god.
So
That's insane.
I got smoked, but I got one round. I got one round, and getting that one round and getting the crowd to like hear me in the background too changed like everything. I was like, I need to do this. I need to do this full time. And
Hell yeah, dude.
It was like from there, it just rocketed from there, because like I wanted to play more events, and then. And then the next year, because that was 2006, the next year Tekken 7 came out. And then after that, that's it. That was it. I was in tournaments for the rest of my life.
I feel like going to a gaming event and not playing games is the equivalent of reading Playboy for the actual articles.
Yeah, no,
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. That's where James Bond started, though.
Because that feeling that you get, even if you, like when we had our Smash Brothers event, we had a casual section and like the competitive section, which was like across a few screens. And the casual section had just as much reaction as the other section when they're playing Smash, man. Because that feeling of, oh, fuck, oh, yeah. You can't recreate that until you have people behind you watching a match.
Yeah.
It's an insane feeling.
Actually, now I think about it too, there's another thing that I completely just remember from doing this. Because I'll feel wrong if I don't give this man credit. So, around the same time of me learning Pokken and everything, there was Smash 4.
Mm-hmm.
So I was alright at the game. Actually, it was around the time, I think Smash 4 came out, 2014, 15? I think it was. But around that time, we got all my friends, close friends, got excited for it because they are good at Smash. I wouldn't say they're at the competitive level, but they are very much gatekeeper-esque. They will not lose to someone that's not good at the game. Yeah. I will give them that kind of credit because I gotta talk my shit when I can. But so absolutely. Me and my friend Jeremy, we was like, yo, I want to be better than everyone in the group, and Jeremy's like, I want to be better than everyone in the group. So we took Brawl. Took it to my house and hyperbolic time chamber.
Whoa.
And then when Smash 4 came out, I had the console. He took it. He came to my house. Every day we practiced and played each other and we learned more and more. So when we took it to all my other friends, we're like, all right, we got you. And then I found out that my other friend, Joe, he was hyperbolic time chamber on his own.
Oh my God.
And so we all kept up with each other. So then we started having fights in my backyard porch area. Yeah. So at first we used to do multi-mans and everyone wanted to get on and stuff, but me and Jeremy was we don't feel it's not the same multi-mans, we just wait in the corner, wait for someone to eliminate. Then it gets fun at the end. So then we started just doing no, let's just get more setups and just beat each other up in the back one-on-ones. And then it was just it grew and grew and that was also another taste of that was my community side of taste of things okay, this is how this is me very low beginnings, but this is me running an event, and I didn't even realize that till more at least a year or two ago when I was talking about it. I was wow, I was actually running events before I even knew what events were.
So that also brings up an interesting concept to me because it brings back a story. I was at the Movers were hosting this Thanksgiving event, and they had Smash Brothers there. We brought the consoles. We were the gaming center. Yeah. So we brought our PS4s, we brought the Xboxes, we brought the Switch. We're all right, everybody game, play Mario Kart, play everything. There's this one guy who came to me and he's like, play me in Marvel. I was like, okay, fine, I'll play you in Marvel. He's like, play me in Mortal Kombat. I was like, okay, dude, relax. And then he's like, play me in My Hero. And then he's like, play me in Smash 64 because you brought the fucking...
Oh my God.
So I ended up beating him, but it wasn't a super competitive. To me, we were having fun. We're at an event. We're just playing. And he goes, fuck you. Yes! And I'm like, what did I fucking do? He goes, I am the fighting game guy between my friends. Fuck you. But to me, that's the thing. You have a group and you play. And yeah, fine, you're the best, but you don't know other players until you literally go out to those other events and stuff that you're doing. Which is why what you're doing is so important.
Oh, with that kind of same story, at one of the library events we did at Freeport, there was a kid who would go to everyone saying, "Oh, I'm the best at Smash. I'm the best at Smash. I beat all my friends at Smash." And he versus the number. So I knew the kid was really good way beforehand, and he challenged me before into the to a match, and I did beat him. But he was he was there. I was actually teaching himself during the tournament. So he was good, and I was like, all right, that's cool. So he was rated the number 1 seed. So it was the kid's turn to play him. And he's like, all right, I'm going to beat this kid. That's all this stuff. He lost so bad. He lost so bad, he started crying. He put the control down slowly, started crying, went to his mom and hugged her. Crying.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, God.
That's the difference, too, because when I was playing with this fucking guy, I'm not good. And I'll fucking say that. We played with Ether from Long Island Gaming League.
Yeah.
And I wanted him to fucking beat us and whoop us, to be we're here for the comedy.
Yeah.
You come to Space Zambonie for comedy. You don't come to us because we're the experts in the fucking...
Oh, no, far from it.
Yeah. But once again, that's the thing. Like someone who doesn't know the outskirts of what they see.
Yeah.
Gaming events like that are important because even if you can play ranked online and get whooped every match, and you still don't know. Like, okay, so am I good or not? Like, am I okay or not?
It always makes me think of like the Karate Kid. There's always somebody out there that's better than you.
Yeah. When we come back, we're going to be talking about Mid-Tier Summit Gaming and all their stuff, what they do, their take on esports, and everything else. So please stay tuned. Check out what you guys are doing in the link below already if you have not. And we'll see you guys after the ad break. What's up, everybody? Thank you for watching this podcast. As always, so much love to you and so much love to Burgerito for being a super sponsor. Which, by the way, if you didn't know, you can actually become a member of this channel and get early access to content, exclusive content, use of emojis, and so much more. So if you like what we do, that is the best way. Guys, I love you all dearly. You know, I really do. And you guys mean a lot to me. Everyone who watches and supports, you guys are kings, man. Honestly, it's so cool. If you guys are in the market for an energy drink and something that'll keep you powered throughout the day, it's actually what I use, what our social media guy Dan uses as well. Raze Energy. Go to SpaceZambonie.com/Raze or go to RepSports.com and use coupon code SpaceZambonie. They have pre-workout. They have so many different things, and it's literally awesome. Today, I don't know if you could tell, I'm sitting in a stupid chair, man. This chair absolutely sucks. I'm actually going to be going to Vertigear to get some brand spanking new chairs. If you guys didn't know, SpaceZambonie.com/Vertigear. You can actually go to that site, get some cool gaming chairs. They got the P-line, S-line, trigger line, all different chairs, so many different customizable options. Go there, check them out, and when you guys see me, I'm going to be rocking a Vertigear chair, baby. Stay tuned for the post-podcast game. I'm actually going to be taking a look at Super Drink Brothers. But we're going to be going back to the podcast. Much love to you guys. See you later. Baba Booey, baby! This chair just broke. It wasn't even for the sake of comedy. This chair broke. I'm going to be going to Vertigear because this chair sucks. This chair really sucks. You guys can't game and stuff like this. Oh my god. Do you want to game in something that could do this? SpaceZambonie.com/Vertigear. Guys, I hope you enjoyed that ad break. Don't we all?
Who doesn't love ads?
Who doesn't love a good ad break?
Who doesn't like brainwashing?
Yeah.
Subliminal messaging.
Who doesn't love our 4 months of Zoopal ads?
Oh my god.
What about the full year of Raze Shadow Legends?
Yeah.
Now
We're
I can-
JonTron now. We make 1 video a year and it's only Raid Shadow Legends.
Damn. Now I want to just like get sponsored by Super Sausage Fight or whatever it's called.
You think they're doing sponsored? It's time to apply.
Do Super Sausage Fight game. It's cool.
They like approach us. They're
Yeah.
like, we saw you put our game in your video.
Our 80,000 people on staff monitoring every video
Yeah.
YouTube uploaded. Notice you said our name.
Oh my god.
We checked the algorithm. So I want to talk to you about that.
Okay, so getting into what you're doing with Mid-Tier Summit Gaming or MTS Gaming.
Yeah.
Why? First off, why that name?
All right, so I think I just have a plethora of just funny stories. So
That's perfect. Welcome to the podcast.
So while at the very first, we call it the founders meeting now. That's what Kinsey lets us call it because Kinsey is Kinsey and his mind is never to be meddled with. So myself, Kinsey, and my other co-founder Joe. Joe's not with us with this anymore, but like he still supports me wherever he can. But yeah, he's a lawyer now, so.
Oh my god.
Well, almost. Well, he passed the bar.
Oh,
he's doing legal
damn.
stuff in New York. That's very much I know.
That's
Sorry,
crazy.
Joe, I love you. But But so we all sat down at the table because I came up with the idea for doing the gaming stuff.
Yeah.
And well, actually, rephrase that. My mom did. My mom first was like, "That's stupid. Don't do that." And then she came to me Thanksgiving and was like, "Wait, you might be actually onto something. You should totally do this. You should hit up Joe and then find another person to hit up." So I was like, we're at the table. We were sharing everything about names. So like we wanted to figure out something that's not like something that's memorable, but it's also like not like funny, but like everyone's gonna remember his name, and it's something that's like good or cool. It could be like using like a good acronym. I couldn't come up with anything. The only thing I ever think of is dojo, because any kind of training or any kind of thing that's literally just on my mind at all times for some weird reason.
It makes sense.
And
Never dies.
So then they talk about doing low tier. I'm sorry about the phone ring.
No.
They talk about low tier, and I was like, no, can't use low tier because low tier gotta exist. Not doing that. And so then they talk about top tier. Top tier, there's like top tier gamer, top tier GGs already. Yeah. So I was like, well, what about mid tier? And I looked up and I was like, there's nothing for mid tier. Please God, don't use his name. And then I got outvoted at the table 2-1. And they decided to do mid tier game, mid tier, and I was like, all right, mid tier what though? And they were like, Summit, and I was like, I guess that kind of sounds really good, and let's just keep it. And so then mid tier Summit came to be, and then our graphic designer at the time, Timmy, he was like, wow, that's so cool. MTS is a really cool name. Isn't that sounding like something else we know? I was like, oh, TSN. Oh.
Oh man.
So so we checked, we're good, no problems there. Good. But like that's how like mid-tier Summit Gaming came to be. I got that story is I got outvoted at the table. I hate you guys.
So what do you guys do as mid-tier Summit Gaming? Like what do you, if someone were to ask elevator pitch, like what do you guys do?
Alright, so I guess it breaks down to 3 different things. So we mostly, the biggest thing is we run events. We run events with different organizations, or we run events with like try to do stuff with schools, like libraries and everything. But mostly it's just you have an event or a tournament you want to run, you can come to us about it. We don't have a centralized location. We are anywhere you need us to be.
Dang, fantastic. That's cool.
So that is part 1. Part 2 is collaboration and other kind of things. So like we try to work with other organizations, come together to do stuff, and like try to like work on getting events done. So like more recently, we had an event in St. James. We worked essentially it was with myself and Long Island Gaming League, but it ended up turning out to be myself. Long Island Gaming League provided the pop bonus for the event, and then it was done at Gen Game. It's done at the Meta with the assistance of Gen Game. So like that's actually 4 organizations in one.
Yeah.
So like it was just like mostly like collaborating and just working with other organizations and stuff. And now the third part of it is we're also an esports team.
Oh, that's sick. As you know, we also know the LI Gaming League.
Yes.
Good people. Dennis is a very, very sweet guy. But in terms of collaboration too, you are definitely a very key figure before you even get to like your third point. A very key figure in terms of collaboration. Because even with like, you literally helped facilitate a group of like collectives.
I try.
Of people who are interested in the same stuff. And that ideology of collaboration is good is so much better than let's compete with these other people who are doing similar stuff. Oh, you're starting an org. Okay, let me compete against you and like, oh, I got to be the better organization, or oh, I got to host a better event, or because that focus of collaboration means that you're actually interested in the community.
Yeah. I had actually worked with a group beforehand. I'm not going to say any names, but I've worked with groups beforehand where like their sole goal was to eliminate the competition.
Wow.
Yeah.
And like I will be honest, my group was also had like that's like they originally that's the same mindset they had too.
Yeah.
And I was never okay with that. I always wanted to collaborate and work with everyone because besides me we were the new kids in the block. Besides that, I didn't know anything compared to like what everyone else knew. We wasn't going to compete with anyone that like who actually had the capabilities of doing the things we do but better. But I wanted to learn. I wanted to learn how to do these things and how to work with these people. I didn't see this competition. I know every like it's bad because I know everything. I know all the drama. I can label a list of like this org started, this org died. Like I can like tell you it's
Damn.
resonating. It's been really bad, and like all I ever want is for everyone to work together.
Yeah, big time.
That's what I want. I want everyone to work together, and I think the biggest issue a lot of us have too, and I'm guilty of it myself, especially with stuff recently. Communication is the biggest thing.
I agree. No, I agree.
The biggest thing.
I agree.
And I learned I learned a recent lesson of just making sure everything's established beforehand, because then if it's not, then things can get complicated. And I myself is at fault with that. So like, if everyone communicates and talk to one another, things can get done very effective. Like, there was never an event that I did I ran that was any more perfectly cohesive and like everyone was good than the charity event we did. It was, everyone was on board, everyone worked together. There was one little nasty slip, but like everyone was like, it wasn't like, oh, one person did everything wrong and like everything like no one cared about. Like, it was like one of those like, what, like it was like we're all working together. What are you doing? Like that, like kind of like everyone cohesive like thought process. So it's communication is the biggest thing, and like
I agree. No, I definitely agree.
Yeah, and working with other groups is like, it's key to like us as a community to like everyone's good. Everyone should be able to be good in the community and like not, I won't say prosper, because like we're not here for the money. We're here for the community.
Yeah.
Especially me, fighting games. There's no money in fighting games. So we're all here to like help each other out and like have the players get their spots and deserving that they need. So
to me, like when you facilitate an event, it doesn't have to be. If you're just hosting weekly tournaments, you don't have to worry about it. Host your tournaments. If you want to do a big event every once in a while, do a big event. If you can collaborate, even better. Because why try to throw a bunch of like shitty events because you're trying to compete, instead of getting together and just throwing an event that people are like, oh, that was a sick one, I can't wait to go to the next.
Yeah.
Or that was sick, now I'm interested in the community, which is even better.
100%. And like, there's people who I work with now, like I competed with them in the past.
Yeah.
And like,
big time.
we were both like, why the hell did we do that?
Yeah. No, and I could literally say the same from our perspective too, because in my perspective, when we went to do an event. Our event, people were like, oh, like, what are you trying to do? Is it trying to be the official event? Are you trying to do this? Are you trying to compete? And my thing was like, no, let's fucking have a DJ. Let's have fucking cool music. Let's let casual people
just
play
have
over
fun.
there, and let's just have fun.
Yeah. That's all. Yeah. That's all what it's about. Unless you're at a major or a regional, like for like the big money,
honestly,
then you should be here to have fun. Teach other people what to do. If you're beating someone's ass and you're at a thing for like a weekly event and having fun, teach the player how to like improve.
Big time, yeah.
It's all about coming together, and that's like all I've been ever trying to do.
And same as well, because if we ever throw another event, I would love to have like you, Gaming League, and other people.
Yeah,
as
that'd
well,
be sick.
To be like, oh, you lost, or oh, you did well. Like, why don't you talk about joining a team where it means something different? Like, oh, here we do things this way. Maybe you appeal to that and stuff like that too. In terms of that, in terms of like the whole sphere of gaming people and
and
esports,
collaboration.
Yes, in the operation. What do you feel makes your team different, or what makes your team like stand out in the whole of things, in the general?
So there's a term we use a lot in the fighting community called grassroots. Grassroots is very much started like I feel like everyone uses it, but like for the FGC mostly is like you're not considered a top player. You're not considered like you're starting up, but like you're kind of good, you're kind of decent. What MTS Summit Gaming for the players wise is I locate those players. I see, okay, this kid has talent. Let's put him on a team and give him some extra motivation. In the past, we had we get to the point of, all right, the player is good, and if the player wants to stay on the team to continue growing, they can. But there's no strict contract. We have a contract, but for 1 year. But like, if the player says, I want to find better opportunities, then I'm not going to say here tell you no. The most notable player we had was in Smash Bros. Suarez. We had Suarez on the team. We sent him to his biggest major, which is Frostbite, which actually that I don't want to say it, but he says it all the time. I'm not claiming it to anything, but he said that kickstarted everything for him because he beat top players that day.
Dang.
In, Smash Ultimate, and like
that's sick.
It was always like watching, because like the biggest thing I have at empathy, not empathy, that's the wrong word for it, but like biggest impact on a team that I try to have is that I treat everyone on my team like family. Like this is one, like my team is one big family. Very dysfunctional family. I love them to death. Yes. I hate all of you.
It's like Fast and Furious.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's the best reference for it. Yes, 100%.
We're family.
Yeah, we're family. I'm dumb. Yeah.
Who needs trophies when you have family?
Yeah, exactly.
So and like when he started, like when it was his time to go on a bigger team, he called me that night. And I remember this too because one of my other friends, Reggie, he had to facilitate the phone call because he's like, Source is over here crying, and I was like, oh God, I was like, I already know he's gonna talk about it too, but let's just hear it. Yeah. So me and him talk about it, both of us, even my fiance even talk about it too, because she's been with me the whole time. So like, me and Source on the phone, I'm literally in the kitchen crying with him because I'm like, oh my God, like I already know what's coming, I know what he's doing, but like. Dude, I love you, man. Like, I want you to be the, like...
You want them to succeed?
Yeah. Yep.
And, like, I have another player, too, Ty. He was on the team for literally one full calendar year, which is the crazy thing. He went from not being, like, anywhere and stuff, like in the map right now, and at the point, and then I couldn't really 100% pay for all of his venues and events. So I was like, you know what? I can't pay for your stuff, but I'll do something better for you. I'll take you there. He had a car, so I drove from New York to Pennsylvania to Connecticut to take him to the event. So I was like, you need this. Like, I want you, like, you're too good to be sitting on the sidelines for this type of stuff.
Dang.
That was the first time he hit top 8 at a regional.
That's crazy.
That's sick.
Damn.
So like, I want my players to like go out there and like do a bit. And once he hit top 8 and once he started getting more notoriety, he was like, I want to be off the team. I was like, Ty, by all means, you already did me a service by doing what you did. The only problem with Ty I had was he never wore a jersey. He's like, I'm not wearing that. sorry, you're a cool kid. I forgot about that. But I treat everyone, even outside the like team, the community wise too. Like, there's players that I have in my community who he was also on the trip too. Eddie, he's not on my team, but he was in my car with me too. Because these are good players that everyone needs to like. People need to know that like.
Wow.
There's so many good players in the scene that no one knows because they don't go out to these big events and they don't get taught to the right people, or like they're just sitting there and ranked and stuff because they're good.
So how do people find you? How do people find your events? What's the best way to be like, oh, I want to reach out, I want to talk to these guys?
So that's the one part I would say like not struggling with is like we had some very weird ways. So one of the other guys on the team who he just recently left. His funny tag is Musty Diapers. He found us through an Event Hubs link.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So he found us through Event Hubs. He's like, yeah, because my other co-owner, Kinsey, he randomly, without anyone knowing, put the link out there. And saying that thing, he found us and he was like, so you guys do this all the time? I'm like, yeah, how'd you find us? He's like, Event Hubs? So we normally post, share it. I have a Discord with 100 plus people that usually share out the stuff in there, but for the most part we try to just share the events or in any places, any other tournament or TLs are doing it, they'll shout us out. So that's the best way we try to like get those kind of like.
So how do you structure your events in terms of like, if someone wants to come to an event, is it structured via like? We do it every so often. Do you do it randomly? Do you do tournaments? Like how do you structure your events? We
try to do it once a month. It's for if you're not a library event or you're not like one of the things with schools, we do like mostly tournaments in like locations. So more recently we go to the Meta in St. James. If not, there's a new spot, but not really a spot yet because I don't really actually know what they're doing. More some mentors.
Yeah.
They're really good people. Like, I love them to death. And, like, one of the guys that does it, I actually went to high school with him. So, like, like, small world. Like, hey, I'm doing this. Hey, I know you do this. Let's do this together.
Sick.
But, it's mostly once a month. Before COVID, we used to have a series called Mega Monthly. So, once a month, it'd be 3 to 4 fighting games. And the premier one would be which fighting game has either the most players, or like if I see notable players signing up, I'm like, okay, let's get them more of a spotlight. And so when our local players beat them, then they could be like, oh, that guy is cool. Who is that guy? He just beat this guy. Like, so that's why I try to focus on, like, all right, notable players here. I want our guys to be seen on playing these players.
That's smart, very smart.
Yeah. And I would say, because I just remember this too, we also do, outside of the library events, this also, we try to do this. We haven't, COVID really banged a lot of us up with a lot of, like, trying to get the gaming stuff. I had plans to work with Lithology to do, like, a monthly gaming event, just a free play. I have pictures, so I wish I should have sent it to you.
Yeah.
But it was just like a back room, like filled with just one line of video games.
That's sick.
There'd be like in the front be Mario Kart, then the fighting games might be in the middle, and at the end of it was D-Bus's, I love him to death, thank you Grandpa, D-Bus's little arcade session. He had like a portable arcade board that had all Capcom games. He played in there, he played, it's he's a mastermind, he's a genius. I don't get it, but yeah, that's how we usually try to structure things.
That's awesome.
I miss that feeling of going into an arcade or thing and seeing players crowded around something. Is that something that, like, in the 80s and 90s, people, that was super familiar. Like, that's normal.
Yeah.
Now it's like that doesn't exist as much, and I would love to see that resurgence of people crowded around a bunch of fucking fighting games in an arcade, dude.
You know, when you say it like that, I even think about that, like, that was what the vibe was. And you saying out loud like that made me realize, oh, that's why people who were just out front of the store walked in the back, gave us $5. It's like, yeah, I want to play some video games. I didn't even think about that. Wow, that's so crazy.
I don't know, it's awesome. And whatever you guys do, we're full supporting. We're up in arms with you guys, man, 100%.
I appreciate it.
Because we think that's important. And as we said in the other podcast as well, bro, gaming is the best fucking thing you can do. It's the best outlet you can have. Yeah. Go out, game, have fun, go to events, go to tournaments.
That's a great stress reliever.
Participate.
Yeah, I 100%.
Speaking of games.
Yes.
What's a game that you play or you've played in the past that you don't want to admit you've played?
Game in the past I don't.
See, mine would be
like a Barbie game.
Yeah, mine would be Dead or Alive Beach Volleyball.
Oh. I was just thinking about Dead or Alive.
And my story with that game and the reason why it was like a funny game to play. The first reason my dad bought me that game is because he saw in a magazine that there was a topless cheat code on the GameCube.
So he was just planning on using it?
My dad saw the code, and before it became a guilty pleasure game, he went, which game is that? Which one is that? Which one has that cheat code in it?
Oh my god. Now you know your dad loved video games then.
He doesn't. That's so funny. No.
Oh my god.
But that would be like mine.
Oh my god. I can't think of, I don't think I played it. Actually, oh my god. Well, I guess it was a guilty pleasure game that I liked. I liked it, and I don't know why I liked it. But I played it every single time I went to my aunt's house. Fucking Tom and Jerry Battle Royale.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Wait, no. No.
No. Fuck.
That's so funny.
Fuck off. I have that game in that cabinet.
Do you really?
I literally do.
Oh my god. I played it. I want to play it now so I actually know what I'm doing. But all I wanted to do was get Monster Jerry. That's all I wanted to do. And I was like, why do I want to do this so much?
Is this a name thing? Is it because we have the same name? What is happening?
I never know able to play. The only other person who played the game was my brother.
Yeah, that was the same. Bro, same. My brother was the only other one that ever played or touched that game.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Damn.
That's so funny. That's the only game I could think of that was like, no one knows how to play that game ever.
Oh my god.
Because my co-owner, Kinsey, he always wants me to, like, I'm not even sure this game exists. Hello Kitty Island Rumble.
Oh my god.
So, like, for some reason, it's just, like, always like, yeah, let's play this game, let's play it in a tournament. Oh, that and, what's the other game that Macho King keeps bringing up? Shrek Slam?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I never played those games.
That's so
never,
funny.
and I keep telling him to stop doing that.
Go ahead. Anybody want a tournament Shrek Slam?
Yeah, I was like, hey, what game do we
my
want this
God.
month? Like, let's get a game listing. And Macho King literally, like, within like 10 seconds of seeing it, he goes, Shrek Slam. And I was like, stop, please.
That would be a sick April 1st event.
Oh my God, yes.
Like,
April
we're
1st,
all getting
Saturday,
together.
I'll do it.
Fucking place the little Shrek Slam tournament.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
So, being that you've hosted events and like been a part of the community, what's your funniest story? Like something that you couldn't believe happened, whether it be like a rage quit moment or a funny moment or whatever.
Funny moments. I gotta think about many of them. Well, the first one I think about, which is like now I'm infamously known for, is so the other TOs call me like I'm the most brutal TO. I'm
Wow.
the most evil TO. And they said it's funny because Alex is like one of the nicest guys in the community, but he's the evilest TO.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why do you guys call me that? They use the fact that one of the tournaments we had, I'm very strict with like timing and everything, and like I need things to be done accordingly. Like I need to make sure like if you're in like because the very first event I was very nice about it and like everyone in and stuff, and then that destroyed brackets. It was so terrible. So I was like, I had to change my entire opinion and change my entire like thought process behind it. So there's one event we had at the Cradle. This kid, he had to be 5. 5-year-old kid comes up, his dad's right behind him, and the bracket already started. He signed up though, and his match got called. And I looked at the kid, and I was like, "Yeah, you got DQ'd." Not even like sorry, not even like I was like, "You got DQ'd." And the dad just looked at me. He was like, "What?" I was like, "You guys are late. I had to start bracket. You're DQ'd." And he was like, "I was like, you can still play in a losers match. You can play play a losers match right now,
Yeah.
but you got DQ'd your first match." And every time I like explain that story, it seems like very like not okay, but like very like there's a normal thing to do to DQ people.
Yeah.
But every time I explain that story, everyone's like, "Alex, you're such an asshole." It's like he's 5. What is wrong with you? Like, listen. I have to abide by the rules. The kid was late. It's not my fault. I'm not his dad.
100%. And that feeling of brackets too. When we were doing our Smash event, I'm on a fucking microphone. I'd be like, Tom so and so, it's your match. Tom so and so, this console, like this Switch, hop on now. Nothing. And I'm literally the whole fucking place here. I'm like, okay. All right, next match would be this. And then the guy comes to me like 10, 15 minutes later, like, I was out getting a Coca-Cola. Like, what? My match is called? I'm like, yeah, not only did I call you once, I called you 7 times. 7.
Yep.
I just 7 times. You didn't come up. And they're like, what was fucked up? I don't understand. Like you can still play. Like, the same thing. You can still play. Have fun.
Yeah, you're good. But yeah, they so like TOs from like Chicago, Boston, New York, everyone I talked to, and they're like, wow, that was bad.
Damn.
You gotta do what you
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do.
So I have 4 videos of you kicking that kid out of that.
27.
Damn. It's just the right amount of video.
All right.
All right, we're gonna watch a few really quick. We're gonna watch a few awkward esports moments or esports fails.
Yes.
I segmented a few. I
The
do
sweetest
apologize
of
because the audio's
ambrosia.
gonna be delayed.
Ladies and gentlemen, I still no idea what button I'm going to press. I'm just going to try and figure one out, and I'm going to end the show there. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. If I can find the right button. No!
And okay, so he messes up like 8 fucking times.
That's not what you're going to do. That's just showing you. That's me.
Oh my god.
It was all going so well, boys. It was all going so well. Oh, it's a little bit of a scary moment, but...
Okay, so that's a self-explanatory moment. The guy's trying to literally figure out how to work a switchboard for the first
Oh my
time.
god.
Oh my god.
Apparently live.
He did a great job.
I just
Delightfully splendid.
love the instant jump from trying to figure out to what fucking button.
Oh my god.
That's not something you do till the stream's off and you're like, okay, I'm set. Now I can fucking say whatever I want. What the fuck button was I supposed to press? Shout out to... I want to shout out the person who put up this compilation. And the person who's getting money off
Insane
me watching.
highlights.
So shout out to Insane Highlights. The most awkward esports moments ever on Twitch. So
These
shout out
are
to you.
insane.
I hope you enjoyed the money we gave you from your ad.
Whoa.
So this I'm not even fully sure what's occurring. I saw
whoa.
I saw the attire.
It looks like English.
Yeah. The guy's wearing a British flag as a cape and a full-on crown.
You would think this is like soccer event. I mean, a football event.
Yeah, like a full-on event.
Yeah.
And this
they're drinking out of their shoe. Yeah.
Oh God.
Gross.
I
that guy's got a giant hole in his shoe.
Alright, I'm gonna toss it back to the desk. This is
Okay.
That was esports?
And they all woke up with sore throats.
Yep.
Do you want proof that esports is a sport? Watch that.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, okay.
That was the most like alpha thing I've seen in a while.
That's alpha.
Wait a second.
That was like such a frat
That was
thing.
so
You want to say such a frat alpha thing? Have you ever seen anything about Gears of War esports?
No, but
my
that
God.
sounds like
You
that's
know.
gonna be alpha.
Oh my God.
That shit gets crazy.
It's crazy.
Everybody's dumb.
That's unreal. Everyone thinks they're dumb.
Yeah.
It's so crazy because like I played sports in high school, so like I was a football like all my life. So like I watched it, I was like, wow, I feel like I'm back on the football field. Like, wow, Gears of War. I'm like, yeah, this is exactly how. Yep,
Oh
that's
my
exactly
God.
how
That's
it's all.
insane.
It's unreal.
It's so crazy.
Wow. No, I haven't actually seen too
Damn.
much of that. Like,
That sounds amazing.
It's like its own class of
It's
esports.
like bad, but it's funny though. Like
that's ridiculous. This guy is a hidden madman at
Oh.
Gears, but he doesn't want to admit it.
oh.
I haven't played in so long.
He's that, you know who says that? People who've played.
I'm gonna brush off the rust.
People who just finished a match.
I've played so long, it's been like 30 minutes.
I stopped to pee and eat. It's
Yeah.
been so long.
Oh my God.
I'm not sure if you're familiar with this one. This one's just an awkward
introducing
moment.
first. Hailing from New York.
All he's doing is announcing the guy, and
One of the most
I guess they just forget to kick on his like background music coming to stage music. So this is what happens.
Oh.
Oh my God.
It's so quiet.
Oh my God.
All the way to the fucking stage.
He's just quiet.
Not a beat of music.
Yo, imagine if they did this in like the WWE or something.
Oh my God.
Even they were
Damn.
like, oh shit.
Oh shit.
Not even a cymbal tap of music.
Nope.
That's crazy. That's where you break out your phone and just like
You'd be better off playing like Sans theme and like dancing.
Oh my God. Or you get one of those like necklace ocarinas and you just playing yourself out to a tune.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to breeze through, but since we're like already over
Yeah.
time,
Oh my God. That goes too fast.
It really,
Oh, Fast and Furious.
There we go. Family.
I can't wait.
we're now gonna watch the entirety of Fast 9.
I have all of them on Voodoo. We've been whittling through them.
This is just a salty moment. I want you guys to
Oh.
predict between these two people, the guy on the left and the guy on the right, who freaks out and what's the reaction.
The left guy
Left.
What does he do? What do you guys think?
throws the controller on the ground and
Yes.
boofs it.
Either spikes it or pulls out his controller and spikes it. I don't know. I've seen that before.
Okay. Dan, what's your prediction? What happens with these two people? Who freaks out and what do they do?
I don't know. I kind of agree about the left. The left dude
Yeah.
seems like
He
you
looks
know,
like he's on like a razor's edge already anyways.
he's gonna lose and then be like, Mom, where the fuck is my Mountain Dew? You know, like
Ma, meatloaf.
I do like the fact that like that guy's wearing a t-shirt, which makes it look super like the guy on the left is hooded up.
yeah.
Yeah.
The guy on the right's like so casually just gonna smoke the other guy.
Yeah. Okay, so here we go.
No, she's got the extra clothing
What
on.
Every
actually
single
happens.
match of Melee is a battle of wills.
And Melee is ridiculous, by the
Ooh,
way.
Crystal slaps his knee. Shy City knee
Gives
slappers.
him the fist bump.
Chicago famous for
Everything's
slapping
cool.
the knee.
And then,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It was so hard.
Spiked it. Spiked it.
literally walks off to say, yo, good match, and then walk away. And
Okay.
Oh my God.
So there's actually, I wish I remember the other guy's name. There's actually a video like within like two, it was like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Tekken guy, he lost. I'm not even sure it was grand finals. I think it was like regular matches, like winner side. But he lost the match, and we thought that he was gonna go for a handshake. He reaches across, grabs his opponent's controller and spikes it.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah.
Man, I would be so fucking
Yeah.
pissed if I
Running
lost.
Yeah.
black. That's the guy's tag. Running black. Literally ran across the guy. Like all right, went across, grabbed it, and spikes his controller. So everyone was watching me at first on stream was like, oh, he spiked his own controller.
Yeah.
No, he spiked his opponent's
Oh,
controller.
that's
Damn.
That's wild. All right,
It's crazy shit.
So unfortunately we're at the end of the podcast. Before we close off, we always have to ask every single guest we have on, with the exclusion of a few guests, do you have any ghost stories?
Like ghost stories, as in like
Weird experiences, paranormal, like what the hell was this? I can't explain it.
Did your hand itch and then you get a ton of money?
And
okay, so I guess the only ghost story I have is something that I was really weird about when I was a kid.
okay,
So my mom used to buy Milano cookies. So
familiar.
I would say like 1 or 2, right? I never actually counted how much is in the package. I was like, oh, Milano cookies are in here, that's it. So like I would take 1 or 2, and I would remove, like I realized, oh, I finished it. Like no, it goes in rows. So oh, I finished row, and I'm like, all right, there's another one here. And I would always think after the second row that'll be it, and then I will pull out the row and say, oh, there's another one. Then I eat those cookies. I was like, oh damn, I just finished the cookies. Bro, I'm gone. Let me check in. Pull again. There's another one. And I was like, how many cookies are in there? I'm so happy. And then like, for some reason, I never actually counted the box. I don't know why I never did it. So I'm thinking, oh, someone is refilling the cookies. For years as a kid, I always thought someone was refilling the cookies.
Oh my god.
I was like, this is awesome. Like, there's a ghost in the house. Someone's refilling it.
I like this story.
The ghost of Pepperidge Farm.
Yeah.
In
Oh
your
my
house.
god.
Make sure I'm always supplying with cookies. Thank you, sir.
He remembered.
What's your stock inventory? Pepperidge Farm, remember? Bro, that is... We'll never top that ghost story.
No. No.
Unless someone comes on with a book being like, here's Ghost Paranormal Activities real. We will never top that.
I just never. I was like, either my mom's refilling it or there's a ghost in the house that wants to make sure I eat Milano cookies. I don't know. I don't. Until this day, I still don't know how much is actually in the package. I can't even tell you. I don't know.
You should just start taking the packs out and selling your own.
It just refills.
Oh my god.
Yo, thank you for coming on.
Anytime. Thank
I
for
want you to
having
plug
me.
your stuff one more time. Say where people can find you and what's your deal. Where to find
Okay,
you.
so we have the link tree. I actually don't know the link to that.
We'll
but
share it. Yeah.
You can find all of our information on Linktree. I actually also do on my Linktree right now. We have the sponsored players, so you can watch the sponsored player Hazel. He is an amazing Tekken 7 player, best Master Raven on the East Coast. I want to say the planet, but he got beat by Hayes.
Damn.
But there's him, Soul Cthulhu, who's another excellent anime fighting player. So like you can check him out playing Guilty Gear.
Oh,
and we also have our resident. I don't even know how to describe him. Node, I hate you. But he's also a very good streamer and very dedicated to the craft. So you can check all those guys out on there. The YouTube, the Facebook, and our Twitter is all in the link tree as well.
So yeah, we'll definitely share a link to it in our description too. So if you guys want to check it out, definitely do. Cool people. You could check out. You could see his vibe and the energy from this podcast. So seriously, check him out. Check him out. Check out what he's doing. If you're on Long Island and you want to see events, check out their pages and just see what's going on and join something, because you never know if, hey, I'm going to join it, and then all of a sudden
It becomes your passion.
Yeah, it's a passion. This is the most fun I've had in XYZ amount of time. On that note, thank you guys for watching the podcast. We really appreciate you guys. Thank you for coming on. It seriously means a lot, and it goes fast.
Yeah. Oh my god,
But
yeah.
if I could plug one more thing.
Please do.
Also, I would like to shout out, first shout out my mom.
Huh.
Shout out my fiance Brittany for everyone for like always supporting me. And I want to plug this organization who's been coming back from everything with COVID. NYC Tekken, Lord House, thank you so much for hosting events for us. You were also a big catalyst for Mentor Summit to continue going. And they're starting once a month again. They just had a beautiful monthly last month. And I believe they're having another one this month. I can't give you a date yet. But yeah, thank you, Lord House. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Brittany. I love all you guys. And yeah.
Perfect, dude.
Huh.
That is so sweet. I love
Yeah.
it. All right, guys. Thank you. We'll catch you next time. Much love and peace out.
Peace out, kawaii desu.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Space Zambonie post-podcast game. Me, I'm Alex, baby. Woo! We're going to be playing some Super Drink Brothers. If you guys don't know, this is the game we actually talked about during the podcast. Let's take a look. I'm really interested to see what this is all about. Got Mystery Can. Is this a custom? Oh my god! Wait a second.
A few moments later.
Let's see if this works. Hell yeah, baby. Raze energy, baby. Ooh! Space Zambonie concentrates. Oh my god, I cannot believe this. Raze, energy. Quick match, baby. Let's do it. Woo! But please, let me in. Let me in. I gotta fight. I gotta use my fisty cuffs to beat the shit out of other drinks. Hellsauce is a spy for the hot dog empire, but he's been on a rampage so much that everyone... What the fuck does that even